how are you travelling?
Yeah, look, mate, everything's, I guess, the doctors are happy. My doctor, Jeff, came to me, we had a meeting with him probably 5 weeks ago, and he said, you actually made it look a lot easier than it should have been. And I'll tell you now, it wasn't easy. You know, I had days in there that it was just absolutely brutal, that I could have just rolled over and given up. But I thought, well, no, there's still too many things I want to do in life to give up. So it's been a fair old battle this time around. The chemo I had was the strongest chemo I've ever had, and it did things to me that I'd never thought you could do to a human body and still live. But, you know, so I've come through the other side. I'm currently at about day 91 after my transplant, and they want you to sort of hang around the hospital till about day 100. I'll probably have to stay a little bit longer because I'm a tricky individual, being my third time around, and they don't really get to deal with people that are, you know, third time around. So, yeah, there's still a little bit of unknown with me as to, you know, how the cure is going to go and all that kind of deal. But I'm on the right track and heading in the right direction again.
It's hard, Jarrod, for people. We saw you at the Emirates Australian Open, and you looked really good physically, and you were out there working with Bri for the week, your wife. And then they hear you now, and it probably doesn't seem that long a stretch in time to realise the hell that you went through. And, you know, you look great, except for that brow. Can you quickly encapsulate what January the 4th felt like for you, or something like that?
Yeah, it was January the 4th was probably a day where I literally just sat on the couch. You know, I was out of hospital at the time. I couldn't do anything. You know, it was only probably a month ago, maybe, where I could walk to the Queen Vic Market and back to the apartment, which was, you know, it's literally a K one way and a K back. You know, and for me, that was a massive milestone. You know, I did that. I went down, I bought some meat and veggies and brought it back to the house and sat on the couch, and I thought, geez, I've done it. I finally made it. And I text Brian, I said, I made it to the market. She goes, you're still alive. And I said, yep, still alive. You know, because that's, you know, I couldn't do it.
I guess without trying to be too graphic for everyone listening, but, you know, I'm not sure of the dates, but, you know, there's a day there where you've got tubes hanging everywhere, and there's, you know, you've got ulcers everywhere, and you can't eat. You physically can't eat. You've got tubes doing that for you. So what I'm saying is it's only a couple of months apart what we're talking about here, but you've been through hell here and back.
And I think, you know, when you saw me at the Vic, it's not the Vic Open, the Aussie Open, when you saw me there, I couldn't have felt any better. And Bri kept saying to me, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. She goes, it looks like there's nothing wrong with you. Like, I was running up the hill, back to the clubhouse, filling the suitcase, bringing it back down full of belts, selling belts, doing all this kind of stuff. And then 2.5, 3 weeks later, I couldn't walk to the toilet in my room. You know, so it was just... And I think that's what made it hard, because I was so healthy and so active 3 weeks before it. And then to go from that to rock bottom and not be able to do anything was just, I think that really sort of hurt my spirits a little bit, I guess. But, you know, I've always tried to be as positive as I can through this whole thing. And I even said to Bri one day when she came in, I said, I don't know how much more I can do. I said, I don't know how much more fight I got left in me. I could just roll over and quit right now. And she just looked at me and she goes, well, I don't want you to do that. I said, well, I don't want to do it either, but I just feel like utter crap.
So without Bryony and Lucy and Gemma, where would you be?
Probably in a coffin.
They've been totally your inspiration to keep fighting.
Yep.